Hi guys, and happy Vlogmas day 18. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about all the habits that I want to bring with me into 2026 and also the ones that I want to start practicing. So without anything else left to say, let's get this video started. So the first habit that I want to carry with me is to having an early start to my day. This year, I have been waking up early every single day, starting my day early. I have also started implementing morning workouts. Like I just wake up, go to the gym, and then shower, do all my things, go through my email, and it has been such a great way for me to start things. I'm also not much of a night person, and I'm also trying to go to bed early just in general, make that a habit. So having an early start to my day, especially during the winter months, has been great, and I just feel like it helps me be more productive, more grateful, just wake up and be like, okay, I'm ready to start my day. My habit number 2 is keeping everything organized on planners and calendars. And I'm gonna use this moment to plug Notion. They're not sponsoring this video, but I am one of the Notion campus leaders, and I love Notion because it allows me to create calendars, planners, databases, all these features that allow me to keep track of all my responsibilities, all my projects. I have become a very busy person because I have a hard time saying no, and that means that I have to juggle like 10 different projects, my YouTube channel, my 6 classes that I'm taking, my internship, everything needs to be calendarized at this point because it's so much that I cannot keep track of it. And I feel like that's something that is just part of adulthood. Maybe that is just the way life is, and when you're young you don't really have many responsibilities, but from a point forward you need to start figuring out a system that will help you keep track of everything so you don't let anyone down, and you also do not let yourself down and are able to be more present in the moment because you're not trying to juggle everything in your mind. So that's definitely something that I want to carry with me, something that I encourage other people to do, and something that I have been doing for so long. And I think that is what has allowed me to do all the things that I do and keep on adding more stuff to the list. Now my habit number 3, and kind of links back to the other one, is learning to say no. This year, especially this past fall semester, so the second half of 2025, I was very busy, mainly because I said yes to a lot of things, and I have to start to say no to some things. And it's still something that I want to practice more this new year, but something that I've been doing a lot more this 2025, and I had never done this before. But sometimes there's great opportunities that I have to turn down because I'm already putting all my time and effort into something, and I cannot put too many things on my plate. I have to understand my limits, and I have to say no. Even some little things like hanging out with friends. Maybe I need some time by myself. Maybe I need to be in my house doing something. Maybe I need to log in and I cannot just dilly-daddle around. I need to learn to say no. I have understood that this allows me to prioritize myself not in a kind of selfish way, but in a way that I need to be whole. I need to be recharged in order to perform the best that I can. And I mean, in my case, sometimes a lot of my projects, they involve working with people and working for people, so they deserve that quality work, and I need to be fully charged in order to give them the attention they deserve. So I have understood that sometimes I just have to say no to other amazing things because the things that I'm already committed to deserve my time and my quality and my attention. So just in general, learning that no is such a good thing, and you also do not have to justify yourself. Sometimes you just have to be like, oh, I'm sorry, I cannot do that right now, period, okay? It's good to say no. The 4th habit that I want to carry with me into the new year is appreciating my alone time. I used to be the kind of person that got the most horrendous FOMO ever. I think it all started when I moved to the US, and then I was having such a hard time adjusting to my new life, and all my friends were having the time of their lives, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really wish I was there. I'm missing out on so many things, FOMO. And then college in the US, oh my gosh, it was a whole journey. I'm so glad I'm on the other side, but starting my journey through American college was a very hard time for me. Now I understand how privileged and lucky and blessed I am, but in the moment it just gave me FOMO. So I had a hard time appreciating my alone time because I always felt like I was missing out on something, because if I was staying in bed and like just at home, there were other people that were out having their time of their life, blah blah blah. And now, especially this semester, like my second year of college, maybe it's because now I'm a sophomore, but I have loved my alone time. I feel like it has allowed me to like get to know myself so much more. And there have generally been moments when I'm like, I don't want to see people, I don't want to talk to anyone, I just want to be by myself, I just want to listen to my music, read my book, sit on my bed and think about my life. Like, I think it's so important to start building a relationship with ourselves, because I think adulthood is lonely, and not in a bad way. I think as young kids and teenagers, you're always surrounded by people, especially your peers, but as time goes on, life is not like that. Like, people are just kind of minding their own business, like surfing their own wave, and you have to surf your own wave too. And it's great if you can like converge with some people, but I think it's gonna start being more of a sporadic type of thing. Now, even like now I'm in college, and my hometown friends, when we all come back, we hang out for a couple of weeks. We see each other a couple of times while we're back home, and then we all go back to school, and we all just go on and live our lives. And I feel like adulthood is gonna be like that. So we have to learn to appreciate ourselves and our own company and getting to know ourselves too. I feel like it has been for me such an eye-opening journey, and maybe I'll talk more about this later when I think it's appropriate for me to open up more about that like eye-opening journey that I've been on. But even like, I use a lot of my alone time to think about my future, hype myself up, tell myself positive things, and work on initiatives and even like applications that for positions that I would love to get. And I feel like I have been able to get to know myself a lot more through that alone time that I get to spend thinking of what I want to do with my life and who I want to be in the future. And as I mentioned, it has been this journey of self-discovery, because there's so many things that you do not know about yourself, or maybe you haven't taken the time to be fully aware of. And not being surrounded by all the noise allows you to like just sit in your room, sit by yourself, and be like, who am I? What do I want to do? What are the things that I have done? What is the journey that I have walked, and where do I want to move from now? So I don't know, this was way too long. Just appreciate your time alone, and it's something that I want to keep on doing this new year. Habit number 5 is to keep strong boundaries. I kind of touched on that with the saying no part, but I am a people pleaser. I'm still trying to come to terms that I don't have to always be liked by everyone. I also do not have to bend myself backwards to make other people happy, even if I am uncomfortable. Like, I have the right to say no. I have the right to tell someone that I feel uncomfortable with their presence or with what they're doing, or I can say I don't like that. Like, I have a hard time putting other people in uncomfortable situations, or what I think will make them feel uncomfortable, to the extent that I would rather put myself in an uncomfortable position that I don't want to be in. And I have been practicing telling people no, like just to their face. I don't like that. You cannot do this. I'm not comfortable with you doing this or that. Like, to me, that felt like something rude and out of character. But I've understood that there's some people out there that don't care. There's some people out there that will tell you those things, that will not prioritize you. And you have to sometimes understand that that's all right. Not to the extent that you have to like step on people to like achieve your goals or something. That's not what I'm trying to say. But it's okay to sometimes even be a little rude. Sometimes it's like a weirdo is following you on the street. You don't have to be nice to them. Sometimes you can be like, stop following me, leave me alone. Like, I do not know if that's the way like women are raised, maybe women in Latin America, maybe just me. But I was always more passive, and I'm trying to be more active in saying no and understanding I don't have to please you all the time. And if you don't like it, then I don't really care. Like, you don't have to like me, you know? Habit number 6 is to have always positive affirmations and a positive way of thinking. I am not joking. I have a book on my side table next to my bed, and it's just positive affirmations. Stuff like, I can do this, I've done great things, I'm smart, I'm funny. Any sort of positive affirmation that you can think about, I read it often. I also have this positivity journal, which, and I have talked about this on other videos, it just gives you 4 or 5 prompts of positive things that you, or things that you should fill out, and then by the end of the 5 minutes of gratefulness, you're like, whoa, my life is so blessed, you know? So just being positive and looking at the bright side of things. I'm also trying not to fall into the negative positivity of oh, you always have to be happy, blah blah. That's not true. Sometimes you do have to acknowledge that some things suck. You do have to be sad, you have to be mad, you have to cut some people off. There is an ugly side of things, but that doesn't mean that everything is ugly, and I try to be that kind of positivity, and also the positivity of talk to yourself nicely, because sometimes we talk to ourselves the way we wouldn't talk to anyone else. So tell yourself things that are true, you know? Sometimes you do work hard, you have done a lot of things, and you have to acknowledge yourself, that to yourself. Maybe someone else will tell you those things, and that's good, but it won't have the same impact as you acknowledging some things to yourself. And ultimately, you should do things for yourself and acknowledge those things and be positive and kind to yourself. Also, acknowledge when you've messed up, and then make a change, and understand that we can all redeem ourselves and we can all change. This kind of positive way of treating yourself, and I feel it also makes you just more compassionate with others. And another thing that I've realized is that it just makes me more delusional in a good way. Now I feel more capable of achieving things that I thought I would never be able to do. And it all stemmed out of this sense of maybe insecurity, maybe self-doubt. But now that I'm more positive, now that I understand that I am allowed to fail, I am allowed to have bad days, I am allowed to maybe act not in the greatest way, and I have to acknowledge that and then change, then I feel I can morph myself and change myself and better myself into the person that I want to be, and the person that can do the things that I never thought I could do, and be in the places that I never thought I would be able to sit, and be invited to tables that I never thought I would be invited to. So always think positive, and I think grasp onto more of the possibility of life rather than what is not possible, you know? Lastly, my habit that I want to take with me is meditation. I think meditation has been such a life-changing tool for me. I started doing it, I believe 2024 actually, so it's probably been a year of me being more mindful and meditative. I don't think I've done it as much as I wish I was, actually having a meditation practice and sitting down and just meditating for 30 minutes. I haven't reached that level of Buddha and enlightenment, but I do think that I have become more aware of myself, my surroundings, the world, the reality of the life, so it's been great. I feel I have been able to ground myself more, and sometimes even call myself out and being you're just being an ungrateful brat, and that's not okay, or you're just being negative, or you're just drowning on overthinking. Calm down. And I'm able to be the person that calls myself out instead of relying on other people or going down negative rabbit holes without being able to acknowledge certain patterns. So I don't know, it just has been great for my mental health and my emotional intelligence, and also just my maturity. So I encourage everyone to meditate. I have some videos on that. I'm gonna link them right here and down below. I'm actually gonna link all the videos that I'm kind of talking about down below and somewhere in here. And now I'm gonna talk about a list of habits that I want to start working on this 2026. So first, I want to work out more consistently. I just want to go to the gym more and take it more seriously and do this for myself. I want to eat more whole foods. I realized that starting college, I stopped snacking as much as I did in high school because I just didn't like have snacks with me around. My first year I commuted, so I didn't have a meal plan. I didn't want to carry things around. I was also a little depressed, so I don't know. Every time I ate something, it was like a whole food kind of meal. Like it was an actual like protein, veggies, carbs. Like I wasn't snacking around, and in high school I snacked around a lot, and I noticed a lot of changes in my body. Like my skin cleared, I dropped a couple pounds, and I also just felt better. And I realized that it was so important for me to be mindful about the way that I was eating, and not in a restrictive way, more in like, what am I putting into my body? Like, am I just eating processed fats and sugar and carbs all the time? Like, that's not bad, but I cannot be eating that all the time. Like, maybe now I'm 16, 17, like it's fine, I haven't really felt it have a negative impact on my health, but it won't be the same when I'm 40, you know? It's just building good habits and being mindful of the way my body functions. Another thing that I want to do is be kinder to myself and to others. I feel like it's just self-explanatory about all the things that I talked about before, like just putting more kindness into the world, because I think it's so needed. And you never know what people are going through. You never know what good you can make in someone's life. I don't know, I don't know what birth to use, but like you can be liked in someone's life, so just might as well be it. Another thing is focus on my own life. Not only because of FOMO, which I kind of mentioned, but I feel like now I compared myself a lot, like my achievements and everything, to other people, and I just don't want to keep doing that. Like, I'm not here running a race against you. I'm running against myself, and I'm comparing myself to myself and the place that I was before, and from where I come from and where I am today. So your success is not my failure. I actually want to be happy for you, and I feel like a lot of that happiness and just being proud of other people comes from a place of you being like confident in yourself and in your own achievements, and a lot of that comes from just being focused on yourself. Like, you're not here to compare yourself with anyone. Let everyone live their own life. You live your own life, period. And lastly, be more patient. Oh my gosh, okay. That's something that I have been, that's an area of, that has been an area of opportunity for me since I was a kid. Since I was probably a fetus, just, you know, growing inside my mom's body, I think I am a very impatient person. I want things to just happen like this, and I want them to happen when I want them to happen, and life just doesn't work like that. Everything will come when it's time for it to come, and I cannot control it, I cannot plan it, I just have to let it be. So I'm trying to just let it go, let it be, and live grounded in the moment and enjoy what I do have right now, the only realities that I hold on to right now, and just let everything go from the past, let the future come and be whatever it has to be, and work as hard as I can today, and then let, you know, God do the rest. So that's my video for Vlogmas Day 18. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!